Welcome, everybody. Tonight we're going to do some Crone magic. And if you want to play along at home, get yourself a piece of paper, a crayon, and a piece of cotton string. We have ours here already. One story that we pagans like to tell ourselves is that we have a balanced view of the world, honoring the dark as well as the light, acknowledging that both are part of life. But is this actually true? If you stop and think about it, as we move around the wheel of the year, we seem to focus much more on celebrating the light than the dark. At Yule, we celebrate the rebirth of the sun and the fact that from now on, the light will return. At Imbolc, we celebrate with candles the lengthening of the days. At the spring equinox, when the days and nights are once again of equal length, we celebrate spring and renewal. And at Beltane, we celebrate the beginning of the summer. And at the summer solstice, we celebrate the sun at the height of its powers. At Lunasa, we celebrate the grain harvest, ripened by the sun, at the same time that we mourn its waning power. At autumn equinox, we note the balance between the dark and the light while celebrating the summer's harvest. Only at Samhain do we truly honor the dark, working with our ancestors and practicing divination. So if the wheel of the year is divided by the equinoxes into a dark half when the nights are longer and a light half when the days are longer, why do we spend almost all our festivals honoring the power of the light and only one honoring the dark? Well, it could be because the light seems a more attractive prospect. Most of us prefer sunshine to gloom, but I think we are missing an important point. In focusing so heavily on the light, we are not taking a balanced view. We are neglecting a large and important part of the daily and annual cycle of life, even the cycle of life and death itself. Just stop and think for a moment what life would be like if we were all the time light and growth and go, go, go. We need the dark of night to rest, to sleep, to renew. We need shade from the heat of the sun. We need death and endings to make room for birth and newness. We need the interplay of both light and shadow to make sense of the world, to appreciate depth and perspective. We need the magic of the crone, sage, and wise one. This sort of magic is usually referred to as crone magic. The crone is known for her banishing powers and her wisdom when it comes to life's lessons. She is not distracted by the outer trappings and showy displays. Her magic comes from deeper within. She recognizes that she is in the third stage of her earthly life, but has seen the other side of the veil and knows there is nothing final about it. Gender is not important. Don't you feel the sage can achieve this very same state of mind, then we will come to grips with our immortality and has wisdom to share with those whose journey has not yet reached that point. I believe this can be any human being. I prefer this definition because it doesn't require reproduction and it does not speak to any particular age. We can all aspire to be a wise one. The wise one is far less understood and far more slandered than both of their younger counterparts. This is likely due to society's view of aging and the elderly as a kind of dirty secret to be hidden away. But that couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to the wise one. We have come to party tonight dressed as our idea of a hag. Forget the world's view. Let's get our cackle on and strut our hag selves. Come on, you got dressed up. Let's see the fashion show.
She is teacher and experience.
Come on, crones, let's try.
She is wisdom.
Visions, of course.
She is teacher and experience. She is wisdom. She is mind. She stirs the cauldron of all knowledge. She is the bringer.
Not making enough noise over there with no ears.
She stirs the cauldron.
Gotta do Shakira hips don't lie thing going on.
Yeah, I know you gotta with the big noise with the intensity.
I don't know if I can do that.
She is. No, just shake the belt. Exactly.
She is wisdom.
Exactly.
There you go. People on Zoom are like, what is going on?
She is wisdom. She is Crone. In the darkness, night and sound. In the daytime, she sits and serves. In the darkness,
All right, get your Crone on.
She is wisdom. She is Crone. She is teacher and experience. She is Crone. Lead you to the dark mind. And the cross.
Somebody find Crone.
Your dark mind. And at the crossroads, she'll be your guide.
That was a good way to stop it too.
So as you can see, we were going widderships. That's counterclockwise. That is what we're going to be doing tonight. Whenever you go get your brew, your cakes, your everything, we're going to go around this way because that is the way a crone goes. Widderships. Just like Crone Hurricane. You remember, we all know Crone Hurricane. She spins widderships. Okay. I am known as Baba Yaga. I am the chaos in the mud. I did not come here for you, but I will stay and watch. When the world first exploded, I oozed out. I will survive the next shattering. I am the shattering. I made the cakes for later. Wise one's number number is 9 and multiples of 9. This number symbolizes wisdom and sacred magic. 9 is also a moon number, which means spiritual completion and wholeness. The moon goes through its phases from new to waxing to full and back again to new. In life, we go out from the wise one's recycling cauldron into existence, then eventually return again to our waiting vessel. Physical death is part of life's cycle of wholeness. No one escapes the cycles of the cauldron, as our next guest will make known. Ellen.
So, my name is Ellie. For those of you who may not speak Old Icelandic, you would call me Old Age. Now, my friend Baba Yaga here has asked me to come and tell you all a story. So, one time my young king, Utgard Loki, invited Thor of Asgard and Asgard Loki to come and visit his city, for he wished to know more about that strong, strapping lad Thor who lived in Asgard and test their mettle against us. Now, it is tradition in Utgard that they who come as visitors are treated to contests of strength and ability. Well, they brought a human companion with them, Thor's bondservant, the Alfie, who could run as fast as any mortal ever could run. So Loki, my Utgard Loki, made a point of having him race against Thought, whom no man could defeat, and sure enough, the Alfie lost, as he was supposed to. Then Loki was made to compete in an eating contest against Fire, and though he ate as fast as Fire all the food, he failed to consume either the table nor the bones, so he too lost. Then it came to Thor's turn. Now, Loki had some good plans for what he was going to do to Thor. First, he gave him a drinking horn and told him, well, any giant of my people could finish his horn in one swallow. Maybe if someone is not especially thirsty, they could do 2, but never to say one need 3. Now, with 3 drinks, Thor tried to drink all the mead in that cup. It was especially salty mead. But Thor did not know that one end of that horn was actually in the ocean. So he could never empty it, though he tried and creamed the times, did his best, poor lad. And then he went to he was told to go pick up the cat. Well, this cat laying by the hearth was none other than Jörmungandr, the world's serpent, and could not be picked up because he is wrapped so tightly around the world. Once again, this little old Thor did his best, poor guy, but he could not pick up the cat, though he strained so much we heard the mountains of the earth creaking and groaning, and he got the cat about 6 inches off the ground, but it couldn't be picked up, so Thor was very angry at that point. He said to Loki, my Utgard Loki, he said, let me fight any of your men, for I can out-wrestle anyone. Now, Utgard Loki was in a bit of a bind here, for there was not one of his giants who stood a chance against him in a wrestling match, big and strong though they are. So I made sure that Loki saw me there in the crowd, bent double and shaky with age as I am, and he understood what I meant, for he said to Thor, oh, you are so weak and small, I cannot have you fight one of my giants. Look, there is my old nanny right there. You can fight her. She'll fight you. So, well, here's the thing. Thor looked at me and laughed and demanded to fight an actual giant, not me. Well, that's because he is not his father. For if he were his father Odin, he could have looked at me with a single eye and known that he would never win. For I am she who takes the mountains and reduces them to pebbles with enough time, and give me a few more billion years and I will snuff out the sun itself like a candle. No god of Asgard could possibly withstand me in a fight. And I knew that, and Loki knew that, but Thor just laughed. Well, it is one of my rules I must give everything its season. So Thor tried his best to knock me aside, and I just stood there and waited patiently while he struggled to knock me off my feet, and I just waited patient as could be, and then I figured us about to his autumn, so to speak, metaphorically, and I tapped him on the knee, and at once, like an old oak that suddenly sees its leaves turn brittle in the autumn wind, it went all weak beneath him, and Thor was very surprised at that point because that had never happened to him before, poor guy. And then, well, I decided it was pretty much his winter by then, so I brushed against him, and down he went onto that one knee, and I probably could have had it the rest of the way, but my Loki said, "Oh, no, enough. Clearly, Thor, we have seen you cannot even fight my old nanny." And so, of course, I had to let go of him and let him go just one knee. But that was the time I defeated Thor of Asgard in a fight which no giant has ever done, I might add.
Thank you, Ellie. May we always be kind to you, to the aged, so that age will be kind to us.
Here, where's the need?
So black is their color, and sometimes dark blue, and the deepest of purples. Black is the absorber of light, the color of darkness, where all life rests before rebirth. The unenlightened, in their folly, portrays this countenance as haggard and ugly. They are wrong. The glamorous Crone might just be in your midst. Do not see a sweet exterior to be candy for the teeth.
Do not let looks fool you, my pretty son. My pets. A crone need not be ugly, my dear. For sure, you will have your regrets. Look for a hunch, or a sneer, or a wart. You will not see that display at all. Instead, you could see a smile instead of a sneer. I will nod my head gently, and you will hear me cackle. Instead of a wart, it's got a nose that wiggles. And poof, you're a toad.
Right?
As far as a hunch goes, I'm here to say I don't have one. I stand tall as a wise one, by night and by day. Let this be your warning, my pretties. Don't let the looks fool you. You'll have your regrets.
Nice.
Wise words. So the speciality of Crone magic and the wise one's forte is banishment. So for our magical working this night, we will banish like a crone. I will pass this bowl, Widdershins. Stop eating my crayons. Take a crayon and a piece of paper, Widdershins. Then I will come behind and provide you with a piece of cotton string. Only for crayons. She hasn't put them in. I got to do the strict thing. I'm only one crone here. Yeah.
Hey.
Cotton strength.
Thank you, Connor.
Cotton is strength and protection. I'm gonna use this for binding, banishments. Fire tender, would you please go light our fire?
Excuse me, kitchen Crone, I
That's quick for a crowd.
That's good for her. Light footed she is.
She's the kitchen crowd.
We have fire.
Yeah, fire.
Oh, we have Loki. Loki has beat it. Why he beat Loki at that contest? That was quite the contest, I'm telling you. Hello, Loki.
So, the thing we will banish together is the root of all evil we see in this world. Without it, room would be made for all good things. Tonight we will strive to banish some of the greed that plagues this world. Are we in agreement to do so?
Yes.
Then take your piece of paper and your crayon and write the word greed, but write it as ugly and hideous as the concept itself. Just break your crayon. Break your crayon, just write it. Ugh.
The greed or greed?
Greed. G-R-E-E-D. Greed.
Like Gordon Gekko.
Now, crumple up your paper. Crumple it up. Twist it. Pound it. Spit on it. Be gone. Get rid. No way. We don't need it. Take your string. Yes, right over it with your hobby horse.
That's pretty innovative, actually.
Take your string and wrap it. Bind it. Tie it up. Strangle it. Be no more. Yell at it. Be gone. Get out. We don't need you. You're in the way. Just hold on to it. Just when you have thoroughly hated that monstrosity, walk Widdershins and throw that wretched thing down the chimney fire. Winter shins. You're walking
Other way.
clockwise.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
The other way.
There we go.
The other way.
The other winter shin. Come on, we can't untwist this spell. Gotta go winter shin.
Be gone. Read. Why? Backwards.
People have sitting on like counter for like 20 years.
That's what I think of you, 20-year-old.
Movie theater hot dogs has been sitting there forever.
Oh, we could have opened those sides.
Oh, excuse me.
No, get out of there, it's too smoky.
You for the rest of the fire.
The kitchen witch has implements, if you will.
No, I didn't done it. That's why I was like, I'm not, I can't. Like the only way I saw for those orange ones, because then the fire's like all the way up there.
All the way around.
There you go.
Okay, that was a choice.
All right.
She did take that first.
All right. Should be all right. Okay. So now that we have created a void, we can fill this with our happy place. Everybody close your eyes and imagine a world without greed. I see community gardens, clean water for all. Speak out now. What fills your void after greed is no longer there?
Hunger.
Oh.
Abundance.
Animal testing and abuse.
Yes.
Not this. A boredom.
Let us vow to do our part to make as much of this happen as is within our power. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
If I may,
Yes?
I would like to speak. My name is Merlin. I have lived long, very long, but never have I seen a more conscientious group than all gathered here. In all my days, I am very, very surprised. I would now bestow a blessing upon this group, but as you may know, my blessings come with a challenge, my friends. I will bless this grove for a year and a day, and in exchange, I would see that you live up to your intentions. I will return each year during the dark time of the year to take an accounting of your deeds. If you are worthy, you will have my continued blessings. What say you, Grove? Do you accept? Yes! All right, that's good. Then go with my blessings. Rejoice, howl, and dance, my children. Winter shins, making sure. Hearken, brute, broom dance.
Woo-hoo!
Dragon scales.
Thank you, Sir Merlin. We will strive to live up to your standards. The wise one is a winter's night, outer space and inner wisdom, the abyss and the gateway to death and reincarnation, and the initiator of the deepest mysteries. The waning moon is their monthly time of power, because they deal with death and the end of cycles. Most people tend to avoid this face of the goddess. The goddess Caradwin, in her Crone stage, use your imagination, stirs her cauldron's brew. Will you drink if she offers? Then beg hers to do so. Great Mother, what do you have for us?
Apples, my pretties, but they're not poisonous. There is love in my cauldron for my children. Cinnamon to taste. Taste because I know you miss the sun. A clover too for courage to wait at dark time of year. Come and receive your potion. I give freely to you so you can see the Crone in kindness and be unafraid. Come and drink.
Come with your shins.
I serve.
The wise one knows their potions and spells so well, in fact, that you may not even realize you have been affected. In the form of the kitchen witch, they offer you a treat. Will you accept? Do you have reason not to? Come back around again.
All right.
A soul cake. The soul cake is made and consumed this time of year, from Samhain to Yule, while the nights are long. We have time to relax and feed our souls.
Went to film school. I'm not gonna try.
I got plenty over here. Plenty of love.
No, not again.
Everybody has a cup.
No, you missed it earlier. I was walking. I hit my head on that.
You would have stopped the other
I was
one.
like, no, not again.
I hope you would have stopped the other one.
I didn't clean my kitchen twice today for about
And the sad part is you could hear it. Everybody heard it. I'm like,
Well, otherwise I'd be getting rheumatism in my knees again tomorrow.
And trading.
I'd really be
I've done the
home.
baby first thing.
All right. May we never thirst.
May we never thirst.
And may we never hunger.
May we never hunger.
We don't have to, there's more.
Good going in.
The kitchen witch makes an abundance. Gatekeeper, will you please read the comments from Zoomland?
There hasn't been any except from Dragonfly.
What she got to say?
Magic is a science we don't understand.
Are there any other wise ones among us who would like to speak?
Great stories tonight. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I just want to throw out that there is a lunar eclipse tonight.
Ooh.
On the East Coast, it'll be very
4 a.m.
full and red at 4 a.m.
All right.
I think it's the longest one too.
This is the longest one. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
These are very good kitchen witches.
Yes, yes, they are.
No, it's the cider.
I found a brand new gluten-free spice cake mix. It's called Namaste.
How fitting.
Right. So we have been truly blessed this night by the power of Crone magic. May we always strive to reach the status of the wise one and show respect for the dark ones and the ones who came before. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Alba. Thank you, everyone. That was great. Thank you.